Hello everyone, this is Ishko, back with a third part of public service announcements, but let's just get straight into them. Yes, time to have more crack, let's go.
Ever wonder what a bag of crack looks like?
Oh, what the hell? That shit's like the YouTube internet screamer videos that used to always try and scare you with just something casual and then bam, they just shoved in a face with a high-pitched scream. To be honest, this PSA isn't really that helpful, but they only tell you that it just kills a lot of people in the US and Canada. But being honest, kids would listen to this message because it would scare the living shit out of them. So, on to the next one. Okay, so just a casual setting in a child's bedroom where a woman is reading your story, but really this PSA just shoves its message towards you and it doesn't really explain the dangers of touching things that you shouldn't. At least with the trap, one of the other PSAs I've reviewed, my other parts, it actually touches on the same topic in a better manner. But for now, let's just get into the next one.
Careful, baby.
Okay, with the title like Smoking Dog, this can't be bad.
Bennett! Bennett dinner!
I love it how quick the woman just decides, fuck the dog. If he doesn't want to eat and just smoke cigarettes, then he can go and do it. And if he wants to die so quickly. But this PSA doesn't even inform you about all the dangers of smoking, it just says,
Hey, I'm a dog. What's your excuse?
like you're meant to already know the dangers of smoking? So this PSA is just a message, but it's still a funny and ridiculous way to try to get its message across to you, and that's why I recommend you have a look at it, because it's just so random. So on to the next one. Jesus, that acting out of 10, then those effects are just 10 out of 10, they're amazing. Even though some people thought that this was a bit disturbing because someone's head just falls off, it's really just a lighthearted PSA that tells you to use your head when choosing the right foods for your children to eat. But let's just get straight into the next one. Alright, so some stoner chick walks into a stoner store, but ends up walking into a horror movie set. Or just the reality behind the makeup factory. Okay. But really, this PSA is just a bit odd and disturbing, but it does get its message across a little bit about being yourself, but it's just completely random and disturbing as hell. On to the next one. Alright, so just a casual kid chilling outside a grocery shop and then his Pokemon card goes flying away. If you really wanted to keep that card, then hold it tighter. Damn, well I guess you lost your shiny Latias, dickhead. Because one, you have no grip, and secondly, you decide to stop and just keep on bowing down instead of trying to act tired. Or keep running for it. But I get that you should be fit in case something like that happens, but its intention's all over the place. So, time for the next one. Turn down the feedback, it's killing me. I swear, I don't think I've ever heard as much guitar feedback as that, and trust me, I know, because I've been playing guitar for over 10 years now, but we see some kids' talents, and what's with that kid that's into bugs? Then we keep on seeing other kids' talents, and one of the kids is killing their siblings. Then we see more talents, and it's just a very average PSA, because it doesn't really have a message besides from saying, what's your thing? But, let's just get into the next one.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill.
Whoa, calm down, Mario. I didn't expect that you, out of anyone in the world, would be talking about not doing drugs, since drugs enhances your abilities and makes you bigger and stronger.
Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell.
Jeez, your priest is the most important, and what? Mario just said you'll go to hell if you do drugs. Bit harsh to the children viewing this PSA. But really, this PSA is just completely stupid and doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yay, finally onto a good PSA, thank God. But the only thing that I find a problem with this PSA is the cliche music, but this PSA does get a pretty good message towards you to help your friends from doing drugs. Even though it doesn't always end in a good way, you still always help them, and you gotta make sure you help them when you need them, and they show this message off pretty well, and in my honest opinion, this is how you do a good PSA. So, time for the next one.
But I'm strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
If you try to stop a friend from using drugs, you may not succeed, but at least you tried. And that's what friends are for.
A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Alright, so just some cliche troublemakers in the night outside someone's house, and they make a kid do something, and then it just kinda ends. I think they're just nick-knocking houses, but even then, this PSA doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and doesn't try to inform you about anything. It just cuts the kid off just waiting at the front of the door. So, let's just get into the next one.
Thank you all. Let me introduce my man.
Bit random, but alright.
Crawling on the ground, man. Looking through binoculars, man. Calling on the radio, man.
But Sergeant, where's smoking a cigarette man?
He's gone.
He died in the trash can. Billy's mother chucked him in the trash can and he got squashed in there. But really, this PSA is just a bit odd. I get it that it's said that people die from cigarettes, but using toy soldiers is a bit far. And it's just really strange. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, so a cliche backdrop and she's drinking coffee! Seriously? What's with that scary note playing when she drinks coffee? I get it that you shouldn't be showing off a bad image to your children so they don't imitate your actions, but it's just strange how they start with that dramatic effect on the girl copying a mother drinking coffee. But really, this PSA is just average, it's mediocre. So we see some kids finding a needle and they go running and I can't focus on anything. Yeah, this cliche early 2000s shaky cam even got itself into a PSA. And really, this is just a short PSA about if you see anything dangerous then tell someone, but it's just standard, and plus it makes no sense of why they're running away from a needle. It's not going to move anywhere. Jeez, there's a lot of running in Concerned Children's Advertisers PSAs, aren't there? But wait. If you're overweight, you'll get girls to kiss you. Well, I should be pulling all the girls already. Damn, but really, this PSA's message is just bland, and they're telling you that you should be fit so you don't get girls to kiss you, and it doesn't do it in an effective way at all. So, with that done, let's just get into another one. Wait. What? The title is Who's More Dead? What? How can this PSA make any sense? Alright, so the guy grabs out just some dead bodies and what?
This kid died from using illegal drugs. And this kid died from using prescription painkillers. Now you tell me, which one's more dead?
Is that just meant to be a rhetorical question? No. You better answer me because really they're both dead. You gotta explain why one's more dead than the other and you put it in your certain ways. I get it that doing illegal drugs is worse than doing prescription drugs, but even then, saying who's more dead out of those people is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So, on to the next one. Alright, so a typical high school, and wow, she got slapped like a motherfucker. But I do get the point of this PSA that you shouldn't say mean things to people because they can hurt people mentally, but they did it in such an exaggerated way that it's just seen as a stupid PSA. So let's just get into the next one.
Words hurt. Don't be a part of it.
So, Sarah, what's going on here?
Wow, that guy sounds interested, and I can just imagine what noises she would be making if she actually made noises. But this was an attempt to get people to stop smoking weed, and it's just very exaggerated and silly, especially when Family Guy has to parody a PSA.
Meg, what happened to you?
She can't answer you. She can't even talk. Ever since she started smoking pot, she just kind of lays there. It's really sad.
So now, finally time for the last PSA, and let's get straight into it. So, Dumb Animals is the title. That sounds more like a Vine complication of animals doing stupid shit. Oh, it says just some cliche music and everything, but wait, is that a drag version of Pee Wee Herman? But then we get to see heaps of blood everywhere from the fur coat, and what? There isn't really much of a message in this besides don't kill animals for coats. Even then, it isn't explained at all until the end of the PSA where they show you text about how many animals it takes to make up a coat. It doesn't have anything to it. This PSA is just so weird and strange compared to the other ones on this list, and I can see why people get scared of this because of all the blood that goes everywhere from the coat, but this PSA doesn't even inform you at all about anything about the message that originally had behind it, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense. So, what did you guys think of this video? Make sure to leave your comments below to suggest what I should make or review next week, and also don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel for more awesome content. And until next time.